Hi everybody. Johnny here from the winter wonderland of Indianapolis, Indiana, and outside of my townhouse, our townhouse, because Michelle does live here too. Just with a little mini message, I'm going to start a series of talks this weekend on relationships, and I love being able to focus on relationships, and whether you're a fan of Valentine's Day or not, I like to be able to do a series of talks on relationships, and we're calling it relationship needs, and what every relationship needs. Well, every relationship needs us to win a certain game. And I don't know if you've got a favorite game, whether that's playing football or Frisbee. I've got friends, John and Kim, who love playing board games, and we've played some wild board games that I've never heard of before in my life. But the one game that we need to win in relationships is the head game. And Paul talks about relationships in Colossians chapter 3, but he starts off in a very interesting way, because he talks about how we need to set our minds on things above. In fact, he's gonna talk about the habits that we need to stop, especially in our relationships with each other, but also those practices that we need to put in place. But for us to be able to do that, we've got to have our mind in the right place. And I don't know about you, but my mind can change just as fast as, I think, Michigan day, but I suppose Indiana is the same way. So I've been told. But we need to set our minds, Paul says, on things above, not on earthly things. And when we do that, we have more of a chance of treating each other on a higher level if we're thinking on a higher level. So we change the way we think so that we change the way we act. We change the way we think, and it changes how we treat one another. And so I just want to encourage you this week to just think about what you think about. Think about, especially when it comes to relationships. And I know we've all been there, done that. But I just remember a time when my relationship with my dad wasn't great. For the better part of 1987, 1988, I played the head game. I argued with him. Not to his face, but in my mind. And I'm sure all of us have done that before. We've had arguments with people that never take place. And that's where we need to check our thinking. We need to make sure that what we are thinking is higher, because in the natural, I tend to bring it low. So I want to think positive. I want to think higher so that I treat people better. And I love on a higher level. I forgive on a higher level. I bring kindness to a higher level. And so I just want to encourage you today that as you think about the relationships around you and what your relationship needs, whether that's with your husband, your wife, your kids, your parents, friends, coworkers, classmates, whatever it might be, but think about what you're thinking about when it comes to the relationships around you, and start off treating each other well by thinking about how you treat one another. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Well, make sure you get with some other followers of Jesus this next weekend. If you're around the Hope, Indianapolis area, you can come and see us. But make sure you get somewhere where you can be encouraged in your relationships. I know a number of churches are starting series on relationships this month, so make sure that you are getting somewhere you can continue to grow in your relationships with other people, and you're challenged to take your relationships to a higher level. Have a great day.